Things are just a little too sloppy right now for Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs after a not so impressive win over Mississippi State. They've got Texas this upcoming weekend, the #1 ranked Longhorns. And no matter what happens in Austin on Saturday night, I'm here to tell you that help is on the way. The more I dig into this class, the more I feel better about Georgia possibly landing the #1 recruiting class in the country in 2025. I'm going to talk about all that in this video because there were several Georgia commitments who put up crazy numbers this past weekend on Friday night. That's what I'm going to talk about in today's video. I'm going to talk about their 5-star quarterbacks, several other pass catchers who just went off this past weekend. Again, put up wild numbers, and you can read all of them over on Dawg Post. I just posted a story, talking about, which Georgia commitments had the best day on Friday night. So make sure you're checking that out. And that's where the clips are. There's clips of Jared Curtis, Georgia's 5-star quarterback, just trucking defenders. There's clips of Ethan Barbour at Milton taking off down the field for a 50, 60 plus yard touchdown. All the clips are over on Dawg Post. I cannot put them on this video, so make sure you're going over there. But I'm going to start first with the quarterback, right? Now, Ryan Montgomery, who's committed to Georgia in the 2025 class, he's out for the season due to an injury, okay? So he's out. He's not playing. But Jared Curtis, a 5-star quarterback in the 2026 class from Nashville, out of Nashville Christian, I think he is such a special player. This is a guy that Georgia can absolutely win a national championship with. He's a dual threat. He's got size, 6'3", about 220. Dude plays like Josh Allen for the Buffalo Bills. I mean, he can sling the ball 50, 60 yards in the air. He's mobile, and he has no problem trying to run through you. This guy will truck linebackers, and that's what he did this past weekend. In a big win last weekend, he went 26 for 39, so he was airing it out. 371 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air. He also rushed for 78 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground. This guy is tough to handle. He's tough to bring down. The arm strength, the arm talent, it's elite. It's off the charts. He's the number 8 prospect in the country for that 26 class. He's the number 2 quarterback. He's got everything you look for in a quarterback. Now, he doesn't play against the best competition. In fact, it's not very good at all. But he's crushing these poor kids up in Nashville. But he is truly an elite prospect, probably the best quarterback prospect that we've seen come through Athens in quite a while. I mean, he might be ranked up there with some of the best. Jacob Eason, Matthew Stafford. Justin Fields did, commit and sign to Georgia, and Jared Curtis is going to be towards the top as far as rankings go. So for more on him, make sure you're on Dawg Post. I want to talk about Landon Ren as well. First, I'm going to talk about Usmani Choma first. Usmani Choma, Georgia's latest commitment in the 2025 class, 4-star running back out of Lee County. He took off for one of the more impressive 59-yard touchdowns you will ever see. He's thick, he's powerful, he runs with balance, he runs behind his pads, and that clip, which was a 5-star touchdown run, again, that's over on Dawg Post. It's a free story, so go over there, check out the highlights, check out the breakdown. It's all over there, but he is a dude. This guy is an absolute dog. Again, he's kind of a bigger tackle breaking back, but he's got enough speed to take it the distance, and he showed that against a really good Coffee team on Friday night. So he's got a nice blend of speed and power and vision and just potential. I mean, this guy is going to play a lot at Georgia if he can stay healthy. He stayed healthy through high school, so I do think this is a major pickup for the Dogs, and he's coming off a giant game against a Coffee team that's one of the best teams in the area. So Usmani Choma, 4-star running back, big game. Couldn't find the actual stats, but that touchdown run, you got to go check it out. It is incredible. Now we're talking about Landon Ren. Now, I'm going to say it right now. I don't want to hear any slander about this kid. I know Georgia fans love the stars, right? They don't care about the 3 stars. They're fine with the occasional 4-star jumping on board. They want the 5 stars. I'm telling you right now, Georgia passed over several wide receivers who were ranked higher than him to take his commitment because he is fast. This kid is electric. He's a 2-way player, one of the best cornerbacks in the state. He's been one of the best wide receivers in the state as well. He and his North Oconee team played against undefeated Eastside on Friday night, and Landon Ren, 3-star Landon Ren, give me a break. This kid can play. He caught 8 passes for 171 yards, 2 touchdowns. Speed matters. And there's a current in-state, wide receiver that Georgia was targeting for a long time. He's currently committed to Tennessee. He ran at Georgia. I was able to confirm this weekend, and Georgia said, no, we love your ranking and where you're ranked. We don't love your speed. We're actually going to take this kid out of North Oconee who runs a 4.4 with breakaway speed. So listen, you can, downgrade the kid if you want just because he's a 3-star, but I'm telling you right now, kid can absolutely play. Stop looking at the stars, right? There just aren't that many George Pickens, AJ Green types out there. Normally, they do go to Ohio State, Alabama, LSU, right? And occasionally, Georgia will get a guy who turns into an elite receiver that wasn't an elite receiver when they got to Athens, like A.D. Mitchell and Ladd McConkey. They got better at Georgia and turned into elite players. This kid can too. He is a big deal, and I don't want to hear anyone, just not giving that kid the respect he deserves because he's having a monster season. Ethan Barbour, pass catching machine out of Milton, the best team in the state of Georgia. Couldn't find his overall numbers, but he had a big game against Gainesville, another powerhouse of a program in Georgia. Gainesville was really, really good. Ethan Barbour scored 2 touchdowns on them. Milton went off to a big win, but this is a kid I still think is not ranked where he should be. 6'3", 240, runs like a deer at 240. He took off for a big 50 or 60-yard touchdown. A quick pass, he took it and just galloped down the field, took off. I mean, this kid can absolutely play. He is the closest to Brock Bowers at tight end that Georgia has signed, in my opinion. He can leap and snatch the ball out of the air. He's a physical blocker. There's a lot to like about his game. He can stretch the field. He can help you in the screen game. He's basically a big, thick, wide receiver. That's how he kind of plays the game. Really good athlete, could throw the ball if you need him to. He's done a little bit of that at Milton, but he's not the 5-star like Elias Williams is out of Camden County. That kid's a freak. But Ethan Barbour is an absolute machine in the passing attack. He's very, very good. I've seen him play multiple times. He's one of my favorite players in this class. Kid loves Georgia. Loves Georgia. He's going to give it everything he has. And he's coming off a 2-touchdown performance against one of the best teams and one of the best defenses really in the area at Gainesville. So he's having a very good year. You could make the case he's coming off the best week of his senior season so far. And I want to talk about Talon Taylor next, okay? Again, I'm tired of everyone out there saying, oh, Georgia can't sign elite receivers, yada, yada, yada. The receivers don't want to play for Mike Bobo in Georgia. You sound stupid. You sound stupid when you say that. Talon Taylor is an elite receiver. So all these people saying Georgia can't sign elite receivers, they've already got one on the commit list. He is having a gigantic senior season. This kid is the real deal. He's the number 8 wide receiver in the country. He's the number 45 overall prospect in the nation. Top 50 player in the country. Stop saying Georgia can't sign elite wide receivers. They absolutely can, and they've got one on board right now in Talon Taylor. And again, Landon Ren is probably going to be a better receiver than 99% of Georgia fans think right now. They're going to learn about that kid. Talon Taylor out of Geneva Community in Illinois. He's coming off a monster game. Every week he's got a monster game, but last weekend he got 5 passes for 157 yards and a touchdown. On the season, he's got 31 passes for 785 yards and 14 touchdowns in just 7 games. Dude's averaging 2 touchdowns a game through 7 games. That's not an outlier. This kid is the best player on the field all the time. He's a smooth runner. He can get open on his own. He can create separation. He is a natural. He's got great ball skills. He can contort his body in the air to come down with a big catch. He can make a tough catch in traffic, or he can, make guys miss in the open field and take off. He doesn't have elite size. I think he's about 6'1", 180, 185. He's shifty. He's got great burst. The guy is a playmaker. All he does is score touchdowns. He is going to be a big-time weapon at Georgia. This is a kid that loves the Dogs and can't wait to play for a program like this. So I'm telling you right now, Georgia's probably lacking an elite wide receiver right now. They're lacking that alpha on the outside. But Talon Taylor is an alpha, and he's going to be on campus next year. And Landon Ren, I think, is going to turn into a really nice contributor for the Dogs. So, I don't get the talk of Georgia's not bringing in elite wide receivers because Talon Taylor's been on the commit list for months now. But whatever, I'm here to let you know that Georgia's bringing in some absolute playmakers in this class. Now again, Jared Curtis is 2026. Okay, he's just a junior. Other schools want him badly. Right now, I don't think he is going to decommit from Georgia. I think he's locked in. He's ready to go. I think he is a special, special quarterback and one that Georgia fans are going to absolutely love when he gets to campus. So just a few Georgia commitments who just went off last week. You can read all about this. And again, you can watch clips of these big time performances over on Dawg Post. It's a free story. There's not a lot of free stories out there. This is one of them. So make sure you head over to the website and, watch it for free. Become a smarter Georgia fan for free over on the website. Thanks for watching this video though. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the website.